Hey everybody, this is HM Family Life. Frank and Angie and adult sons living in Ecuador. We moved to Cuenca, Ecuador 5 years ago, and we recently moved to Salinas. Now in this video we're going to open up about our safety that at one point after about 3.5 years diminished in Cuenca. We started getting a consistent prowler problem, which progressed to burglary.
What are you guys doing?
Installing sensors.
What's this for?
Sensing.
What are you trying to sense? The presence
Intruders!
of... Oh, you're trying to keep intruders out.
I'm sure that they were on the roof last night.
You think the intruders were on the roof last night? Why do you think that?
Because I heard them. And then I heard them jump down. But they didn't snap you to the wire. No, they probably came up on the other side.
What do you think they're doing up there?
The prowling increased throughout the city of Cuenca, but yeah, we were going through that and didn't want to air it at that particular moment in time because of security concerns. When things kind of gang up one step at a time against you. It's like, well, first the landlord built a shed right next to the house, which was later used as a stepping stone, almost a ladder, to get on our roof. Whereas before you had to overcome 10 or 12 foot wall, now you had a lower shed you could just scale, which was only 8 feet, 7 or 8 feet. Once you got on the shed, it was right next to the house. Then now you've only got 3 more feet to go off the shed roof. And so that was the beginning. They started using that to come case the house, because Alex started hearing footsteps, and I started hearing them too, on the roof in the middle of the night. And then it escalated from there.
Flat roof. Very easy.
What they were doing is they were planning their getaway, how they were going to grab these tanks and run off real quick. So they made off with a couple of them before we got super wise. I had to order cameras from China, which is, you know how hard it is to get stuff over here. I was able to do that because it was before all the tax increases on shipments.
You see, I walked out here and the first sensor light came on. It's rigged over here in the utility part of the house. Then I came over here and these ones came on. They picked up my motion right away. The prowlers come down from the roof into this part of our yard and steal things that's over here, like tools. They steal our tools, our gas tanks, whatever they can get a hold of. We've been having a lot of break-ins lately, and we are just putting barbed wire around our house just to somewhat help deter the robbers. The landlord won't put on electrical fence for us, and our rent still is so cheap that we're just putting up barbed wire right now just to help keep the thieves out somewhat. Of course, we know that they can just get a wire cutter.
And then there were some items like sensors, type of sensor that chimes in your bedroom when someone's outside. I had to have people bring those. Thank you very much, those people that brought stuff like that. By the way, it was still cheap Chinese plastic stuff. It didn't last more than 6 months, so big problem. You can't get good quality products unless you spend, you can get stuff here, but it's like 500, you know,
And they
things.
don't have a variety though.
And they don't have a variety. This is it, just a one item, and it's $500. Something you can go on eBay and get for 100. It's a big challenge, guys.
Line, you know, you just push a button and it calls them. Just they called back and asked me what the problem was. I said, I don't know, so update you.
So
Anyway,
You called the police?
No, I heard it tonight. I heard the alarm and I heard a thump. Yeah, I heard the thump. Right after the alarm, they jumped. Yeah. Yeah,
Do you think they were on the roof or just...
Well, I don't know. What they could have done is last night they could
Yeah,
have
did
come
you
up.
tell the police that you put sensors up there?
Yeah, you could see it with the alarm. You could see the table up there, and I showed it to them. They're gonna run around the block looking for somebody. But I think last night they came up this way and the sensor got them. I think this time, like I said yesterday, they might be trying different spots in the house.
That's what I think too.
That's why we didn't hear them first. Of course, I was in a dead sleep tonight because I was so tired.
Yeah, this is the second time
I
the
didn't
alarm's
hear.
gone off. They've been here a while.
Tonight?
Yeah.
The alarm went off at midnight and I went around looking around with the flashlight, but it was so quiet, I just put it back.
So you were saying, Frank, where you think they're getting on at, over here in that corner?
They might be testing what corners to get on, but it doesn't matter because they can still get on the roof from this end, from the front. But once they get about halfway on the roof, the sensor picks them up.
You want to go up there?
Yeah, we
You're
can.
recording this conversation, Mom?
And this is going to be some good video footage one day.
I'm getting my club in case there's somebody up there.
Here.
There's police here. The police are scanning the house. What you've just witnessed, it's 1:20 at night. What you just witnessed happens about 2 times a week.
Too easy before.
Oh, I
Climb
know
up
it.
there, climb up here, jump down, jump back up.
I know it.
Okay, I guess we have to cut this again. Sit.
Our fortress.
And scratch my legs.
This is the roof on top of our house in Ecuador. We lived here for 4 years and never had a break-in ever until they built this shed right here next door. Hi, Alex. What are you doing? Tell us what you're doing and why and what's going
Well, we're
on.
putting up this wire here because we had somebody come into the yard. Here. Come here.
They're coming into the yard over here. There's our yard.
And they stole an item. Before this wire was put up here, they would climb up, I assume, one of these corners here. And what they did was they put a long pole down in this corner. I don't know if you can see it. And they would just climb down at like 2 a.m. And you're sleeping, you have no idea what's going on, and you wake up and you hear people on the roof, footsteps, and all that. And then you realize they take one of your items, which they took a tank, which was outside. So now we have to have our tanks chained. We chain our tanks so they can take them. So, yeah. They built this wall here, and so they can really easily come up, and it's just a great spot for them to come up. It's really easy, and it's secluded, especially at night. No one's going to know what's going on over here. If you look.
Oh, they're coming from this area because that's easier. They come
And
in
no one can
and
see.
then
It's
come
like
up.
a little cubby
Okay.
hole. Oh.
I do want to mention we've lived here 4 years and nothing ever happened for the full 4 years and over.
But I have heard footprints on the ceiling many times, but I wasn't quite sure what it was. But now I know what it is because we had a break-in.
Well, I'm glad that we're doing this. It's safeguarding. Our neighbors that live over here in that building right there said that they've been robbed, and they also said that one of them has a weapon, a gun. So, you know, we're just trying to stay safe. That's why we made the sensor right here in the yard. If anybody is coming up here on the roof now trying to get down into our yard, which is right here, the lights are going to come on, and there's also going to be a bell that rings. And this is what we have to do to protect ourselves in Ecuador. Alright, that's our alarm for when the intruders come up onto our roof again. It's going to ring this bell and turn on these lights. Yeah, why is it staying on?
Camera's malfunctioning. What's that over there?